Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Montego Ramon coming at you, man. Look, we Rise to Sex, we rise to the occasion. Right now, man, I am about to show you how I do my challenge this week, and how everything is just moving right along. 2, 1, and that's the cue. All right, look, here we go. So, as you can see, we are on, where are we at? We're on Nasdaq 100 E-mini futures. I'm trading one contract right now. I think I'm risking about $700 to $800 on this one. Going a little heavy on the risk, just because I wanted to get a trade some breathing room, and I felt pretty confident because it's my move. So look, if I was to go in here and show you, like right here, you can see the inverted head and shoulders pattern. You got left shoulder, head, right shoulder, neckline somewhere in there. I gotta work on drawing the neckline and identifying the neckline. That's a super important area to identify. I'm probably gonna fast forward it. Literally just be my 50K account today, and so I'm gonna show all of those trades. Maybe not in a single video, but in this, maybe I will. Just show them all in the video. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even comb my beard today. You see, I just woke up like this, guys. But I'm in this beautiful coffee shop. You see, coffee shop full of vegetation. It's a really nice place. I just wanted to get some sun, man. I was in the house. I'm seeing the sun outside, but I'm not really, none's really shining through my downtown apartment window, so. Sorry if it's loud in here, and I'm holding the phone, so we're just doing this off the top. So I'm gonna speed this up. As you can see, it's pretty much going through some really rough drawdown. I was risking about $700. Got really close to my stop loss. I was like, you know what? If I get whipped out, I'm cool. So I think I was only risking about like $500 or $600. Originally, I wanted to risk about $700. But I was like, I think I moved the stop loss a little further up a little bit, and I just let this ride, guys. You know, I was on my let things map out how they should go and how they should be. You know, so as you can see, we're starting to move back up into some profit. Just need some time to work out. You can see start to slide back into some profit. I ended up winning this trade, by the way. I was waiting on this thing to load. I'm keeping it on this side. That's why I use my right hand a lot. Alright, you can see, man, kept coming into that drawdown. How was I feeling at this time? I was pretty much cool. I was like, whichever way this go, I'm cool with it. I'm just accepting what is, you know, and just rolling through it. So as we keep going, came back. I'm getting some confidence from these confluences. Just I got multiple touches at a major area of support. As you can see, it's not wanting to come down. It's continually going up, you know. And so I'm just rolling with it. As you'll see, we'll start to slide into some profit here. You know, I'm in this trade for a little while. As you can see, I probably started this trade at about 5:05, and then I'll be done within the hour, I believe. As you see, we're starting to slide into some profit. I think I end up closing a little early, and I'll show you where I closed. I probably made about $700 on this trade. I was supposed to make like maybe $1,400, but I ended up closing early. As you can see, this is how the trade ended up playing out. And then later on, this trade went bonkers. It blew way past my TP, right? And so that was the first one I took Sunday, March 2nd, right after market open, right? All right, let's go to the next one. All right, I'm literally in class when I took this trade, and I took the sell here. The reason I took the sell was I believe it was making lower highs, right? We had already had the strong move down. Then I'm just thinking like, okay, this is probably a bear flag. It's making lower highs basically, or showing that strong level of resistance right across here. And then I go in a little heavy on this one just for a short win, right? I don't know, I'm not sure how much I secured on this one, But I think after this day, I was probably at 2 grand, up 2K in the 50K account. So let's just watch this play out. Yeah. This one, I may take one L on here or not on the pullback. Who knows? Maybe I don't. See, I thought we were in 2 contracts, so we might have took an L. As you can see, people are having a great time in here. Let's see. And I'm like, I know it can come up, so I think I might take a L here, or I might just close. Nope, I actually increased my contract size. And then obviously you see that I'm arranging my stop losses in my take profit area with buy stops and buy limits for the increased size in this position. And this one, I'm curious to see what I came away with as well. I think I might have closed a little early. Oh, and look at that. We end up closing at about 11:55. So, yeah, I think those was a couple of solid days right there, basically. You know, that 1,075 actually. A couple of solid days where we pretty much knocked it out the park. Did I end up closing this one? That's the thing. I think I might have closed this one right here. So I won a couple trades actually. I think I might have won this one right here before it came back up. I had to because they didn't add up. If I won 700 next day, then I won 1,075 next day. That means I had to close for 300 or 400 right here. Had to. Yeah, on this stop right here, I probably closed for about 300 or 400. And knowing me, I just wasn't satisfied. So I'm drinking on a it's like an almond milk lemon honey tea. It's really good. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I might have closed for a little over $400 here. $430, right? Okay, cool. So I won 2 trades that day. Let's move on. This is what the setup looked like, pretty much. Pretty much could have just held, but the thing is, I have to be very careful trading the prop firm accounts because the trailing drawdown threshold. You know, you can't. If I'm going in heavy, I can't leave myself much room for mistakes and drawdown because that'll blow the account. Basically. So that's what the setup looked like, and then we'll get straight to the live trade from here, guys. So I'll add that in here, coming right up. All right, just want to make sure some sound is coming in. So, man, guys, seems like I have no type of sound coming through. It's like I was playing music over the sound, so I'm gonna have to narrate this entire thing right now. So basically, as you can see, I got my iPad open and I have my laptop open. On my laptop, I am in the higher time frames. I was basically just going through the process of doing a top-down analysis, meaning like I start in the higher time frames and then I work my way down. I work my way down through to the smaller time frames, which I execute on. And so as you can see here, I basically was just walking and talking through the process and saying everything I'm saying right now for the most part. So I wanted to keep an eye on both screens. And as I was doing what I was doing, just in case price decided to make a move because it was looking really good. I'm gonna be real with you. Structure is looking like it was doing what it was doing what it was supposed to do. Like it was definitely aiming to make higher highs. Still sitting in this restaurant right now from the last video. So I'm just gonna have this narrate right over this. And so if you look over to my right, I'm talking about how price came right into a level, then wicked right up right after it touched my level, right into another zone I had marked off already, where we right below that 200 area, right? 200 EMA, see the yellow line, the yellow curvy line, and then yep, came right into that area. Um, you can see we've mostly been in a heavy downtrend. We had that bounce off the 20, it went right up under that trend line, and right back down. So sorry if it gets loud in here, guys. I'm doing the best I can. I don't want to step out into some sunlight, man. I was tired of being cooped up in that room, man. Right, so if you look over to my left, I'm starting to expand the screen a little bit, and I have the red rectangular area up for. I'm looking for potential sales if it's bounce, so it's going to continue to bounce off this area and continue to the downside potentially. Um, You see, I take the trend line here and I'm going to mark off a zone, right? Because I want to see if it's going to continue to hold this resistance area. Um, but structure is looking really good so far. So at this point, I'm starting to create another buy zone. So I just create a buy zone right above that where my now that now resistance levels could potentially turn to support, and I would want to potentially look for an entry into the trade. Right. So now we come back over to the right screen, and I'm moving into the smaller time frames. I'm moving into the 4 hour now, where I'm seeing what that daily movement, that wick looks like. This is what the wicks looking. This is what the wick looks like, right? It came down, touched the area, then it's shooting right back up with that heavy green candle. It looks like it almost wants to engulf the bearish candle that followed it. But there's potentially a clear, resistance level there, which it made a clean bounce and maybe possibly coming up to retest that, right? Here I come in and I highlight the trend that's already going on. Sorry you can't see the full trend, but over these last past week and these days, it's basically been trending now. And I'm drawing that channel so that to highlight that area where a potential breakout or reversal could happen, and things could take off potentially, or it's going to bounce and then continue its downtrend. So that's what that's looking like. Um, So we doing a little bit of looking around, shaping that up. For the most part, we can see price is still over there doing this thing on my left on my iPad, on my left screen. That trend was looking too good, man. I'm telling you, that channel was awesome. That channel was looking way too awesome. I'm like, whoa, this is too perfect right now. And then you see, I have beneath it at the bottom, there's this yellow rectangular area where that's probably a clear support right there, which is bounced off of. Come back over to my left side of the screen. Looking around, we go over to a 5 minute, moving down to the 1 minute. After 1/5 mostly. And so what I'm seeing here, rip, excuse me. What I'm seeing off rip here is my phone still going? Yeah, it's still going. Okay, cool. Yeah, what I'm seeing off rip here is that there are some resistance levels being created. There are some resistance levels being created on the right at my 20 EMA. So I start looking around to see like, hey, is if I want to sell from this area, because it's not looking like it really wants to break up. I'm trying to see what my risk might be, how much I want to risk. I only need to make 1,000 at this point, which eventually I'll kind of move my camera out the way, my camera angle out the way. Look at my face, man. I'm over there locked in. I was leaned in on that thing. Right at this point in time, I'm like, man, I want to take this buy. I'm gonna be honest. I wanted to take it earlier because of the way that candle looked to bounce off the 20 EMA. It was a strong bounce too. We got two solid candles coming in. I'm like, man, they ain't playing no games right now. It's looking like this thing gonna take off. So I hurry up and switch my bias or my order to a buy limit. And you see the trade is starting to get away from me at this point. I'm like, let's hurry up because this thing might run off, take off without me. Not to have FOMO or anything, but because um just it's looking like a solid setup. I see two solid bounces. And the trade is looking like it's wanting to move up. You know, I think I've seen this setup before, for the most part. So moving with it. I'm okay with some drawdown. You see, I have a pretty nice risk there. And I'm only going in one track contract. I don't think I go in no more than one contract here because why is that? Because yeah, I just didn't want to go too heavy. One is already pretty heavy, guys. That thing can start to really get away from you. The reason I've been going a lot heavy though is because I'm getting a lot better at executing at key areas, key levels, support and resistance, and then leaving myself a nice amount of room for the trade to pull back. And even if it doesn't hit my TP, I'm getting a nice amount of profit, earlier on, sooner than later. As you can see in the trades I had taken before. And look, there we go. We execute the trade. Go through probably very limited. Probably in this trade all of about somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes. Not too long at all, to be honest. Even that can feel like a long time when you're watching that 1 minute time frame. Like those seconds sometimes can feel like they're taking forever, and then sometimes they feel like they're going way too fast for you. Yeah, we're just watching at this point as the trade, works itself out. We actually go over to at some point in time we move back over to the right screen to go down to the for time frame. I don't know if we actually make it to the 15-minute time frame before this trade starts to take off, but for the most part, that will be my top down analysis process. I knew it was going to be easy for me to get this 1K today. That's too easy day. Um, And I would, to be honest, quite frankly, it's always easy. It's just being careful of the drawdown and potential pullbacks, things like that. So you see, we starting to move into some profit in here, and we just rolling with the punches, guys. We just rolling through it. Kind of would like to fast forward, but this was a live trade, and I wanted to give you all a live trade video where you see me actually executing what I'm talking about, what I'm practicing, and what I'm doing. So we're just watching. I'm kind of feeling my emotions, talking through the emotions. I'm like, man, this thing gonna go? Is it gonna pull back? Because I've definitely seen way too many times when Um, price will do this, will go and break a new high, and then it'll start dropping crazy. But this one went in my favor. It went in my favor, and I'm not taking this to head. I'm not identifying with the loss or the win. I'm focused on making sure I'm doing all the right things in the trade to protect myself, preserve capital, to manage the trade right, making sure my mindset is straight, make sure my head on is right. I really wish I knew what I was saying, guys. I really wish I didn't. What's the word I'm looking for? Man, I had Tibetan music bowls playing while I'm making the video. And so with these videos now on the new iPhone, man, that thing will allow you to basically play videos or music in the background while you're shooting video now. Before it didn't work like that. So pretty interesting. Um, and you see me draw this line. Basically, it was kind of this line of a prediction of where a price could potentially go before it actually takes off. So I'm just identifying basically the potential support zones that it could touch before I think that my bias is just totally not there, right? So if it breaks that, breaks that structure, then I know that this trade is probably for sure over with. And then so you'll see originally I had drew a higher touch, which was more on level with the first starting dot that I did, and then I drew one deeper, where how that could show how deep it could actually go before it decided that basically my trade bias was just invalid. And so uh, price runs up to about $700 something dollars, comes back into the threes, almost even the twos. I'm still holding. You'll see as that starts to happen. Uh, right before I decide, or it runs up and just freaking destroys my take profit area. Go crazy. At this point, though, you can also see on my right screen here soon that it's going to break out of this channel and start to make some strong movements up. You know, where we at right now? We are about, I can't even see, guys. Let me see. $740 in profit. 50. I only need a little over 1,000. I need like less than $1,000, guys, and I'm not even for the day. This trade literally took me all of about, this is a 20-minute trading day. 20 minutes and I was out of there. Here we go on that pullback. It's basically just retesting this area. All right, just retesting this area. Takes a little time. This is where the emotions kind of set in a little bit. Like, man, what's going on? Man, what happened, man? What's it gonna go? And anticipation just starts to build up a little bit. And we're just watching. You see the look on my face. Just filling the fields. I told you go as deep as the twos, and I'm like, this looks good. For the most part, I'm like, it could go up from here, and it could not. But for the most part, I'm thinking this thing was gonna go up. Obviously, 'cause I want to win a trade, but I've been telling myself lately, like, hey, look, we're cool and we accept whichever way this trade goes, and we're prepared to do whatever it takes, whichever way this trade goes, right? The funny thing is too is that if you notice, I have not moved my my stop loss into profit or just to even reduce my risk. Just giving it some time to play out. As you can see, I'm waiting on this candle, hoping it's probably going to engulf this that bear candle and that pullback. In my head, I was like, you know what? That's that pullback we're talking about. I like to see when we know that thing is going to run a lot higher, right? Yeah, this is going to be an easy day, guys. I'm gonna drop this audio right in the video. We're gonna go on our lives. We got a hell of a day ahead of us. Awesome, magnificent day. And so, yeah, I wasn't even phased at this point. I'm like, I'm telling myself at this point, if this candle does not close in the green, this thing might just go down. If it, so, and there we go. The video stops. This thing just stopped because my alarm went off. Can't stand it. So, and so last thing I was saying was that if that candle did not close in the green, then I'm like potentially this trade might be going the other way, and that if it does, we are looking good. We're not looking too good. So I wanted y'all to be able to see that P&L down there. So I moved the screen up to the right, top right, and that thing takes off. I was hoping that TradingView would just stop me out at the 3K profit, but I guess it's not how it works, because usually that's how I set it. You see 3K. I probably should have set it for the week, and then that would have stopped me out. But as you see, we got the dub, hands in the air, like you just don't care, and we out of here, baby. I'm Tigo Ramon, man. You know what I'm on. Rise X, rise to the occasion. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.